I've seen guys come into our office and they'll like be talking to me and they'll, oh, wait a second. And they'll be like checking their BlackBerries for their sound scans and checking to see how many MySpace friends they got added and stuff like that. And you're just kind of like, you just seems to be really kind of just, dude, this is what I do. Just big deal. Don't, you're not overthinking. You're not particularly mercenary. You're not, and
I'm just going with the flow pretty much.
Do you find that a lot of people in other bands share your sentiment, or do you feel that like some people just kind of like mercenary about stuff? I'm not telling you to name names.
No. I would never
telling
do
you
that.
to like
never.
Just trying to explain to me what the situation is and what you're feeling from
Well,
as a guy who's really concerned about what he does and just really cares about the work, and all this other stuff comes like going by. What do you think?
Well, I think the music scene right now is it's very commercial right now, I feel like, and it needs some change, It needs some like people that are willing to like stand up and really like fight for the music, instead of like fighting for a big paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hope to do that, and I hope to help inspire people to keep like listening to the music, not like what the coolest haircut is, and things like that. And that's what I feel like a lot of the music scene is right now. A lot of image, and it always has been, but I feel more image than the music almost lately. So I'm trying to do my best to just write songs and hang out, and hopefully people will catch on. So
as a music fan personally, what do you expect from your favorite bands in 2009? I mean, what are you looking for?
I guess just like, keep putting out music and keep like having fun with it and experimenting with new things and just kind of expanding their music, like past what they've already put out, because it's always great as an artist to just keep expanding, whether it be with like new genres on a couple songs or like new instruments, and like as long as there's growth, then I'm totally happy with it.
Sounds good. What's your next song?
The next song is going to be Happy or Did It Hurt? Okay, we'll do Happy. Yeah, that one's a fun one. It's real happy.
Sounds good.
So, I'm going to go grab my ukulele.
He's getting the mad axe. Audio Verity, the jangling of the keys, ladies and gentlemen. Now, is that an actual string? What's?
It's just a little hemp string. It's just a little string of hemp. I used to be into making like hemp necklaces and things like that. So I just had like a big like pile of string, and I was like, this looks fun. So
Excellent.
We just went with it.
Very nice.
Sweet. So this is my ukulele. His name's Fred, and
hey Fred, what's up?
He likes you. So this song is called Happy. You make me happy, whether you know it or not, we should be happy. That's what I said from the start. I am so happy, knowing you are the one that I want for the rest of my day. For the rest of my days. You're all of my days. You're looking so cool, you're looking so fly. I can't deny that when I'm staring you down, I dead in the eye. I wanna try to be the person you want, the person you need. It's hard to conceive that somebody like you could be with someone like me. I'm happy knowing that you are mine. The grass is greener on the other side. The more I think, the more I wish that we could lay here for hours and just reminisce. Ooh. You're looking so fresh, it's catching my eye. Why did I not see this before? The girl I adored was right in front of me. And now I'll take a step back and look in your eye and ask why it took so long to see we're meant to be. I'm happy knowing that you are mine. The grass is greener on the other side. The more I think, the more I wish that we could lay here for hours and just reminisce on the good, the bad, the ugly, the smiles, the laughs, the funny. All the things we put each other through. It's for you, for you, for you. You make me happy, whether you know it or not. We should be happy. That's what I said from the start. I am so happy knowing you are the one that I want for the rest of my days. For the rest of my days. I'm happy knowing that you are mine. The grass is greener on the other side. The more I think, the more I wish that we could lay for hours and just reminisce. Ooh.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Concise and charming and
Last minute, but you know,
I don't know.
we made it happen.
Last minute. It sounds pretty comfortable.
We jam a lot. We practice usually every day.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah, I have like a 5-piece band. We just jam out every day before the show for like an hour, and just like work on new parts and things like that. So.
Wow,
great.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good compared to a lot of bands just like, oh yeah, dude, whatever. I might show up at sound check. I go to a comic book store. It's that's a really interesting because you kind of you've come from this guy just making songs and making music in his bedroom. You've expanded to a band. You seem very comfortable in any situation.
I think that it was the next step. Like I mean, it might upset a couple fans. Like just like anything, just like any singer songwriter, if they get a band, like it usually upsets a couple fans. But I think it's the next step. It's as I keep growing, as a musician, as a songwriter, I think that it's necessary to get a group of guys that I really feel comfortable, like writing with and jamming with and things like that. So.
Yeah, when you're all on the same page, like you feel that way about the music and all that stuff. It's kind of as opposed to like having some guy like, oh yeah, whatever, dude, I want paid this much a week and I get a per diem and all that stuff.
Exactly.
It really, you understand we're people who are genuinely interested in the music itself and not just looking at it as like I can get out from bagging groceries this month or something like that.
Yeah, I pretty much have my best friends out too, so it's great.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing too because they'll always.
And it's great because nobody complains about practicing. It's just an everyday thing now. We go back there, we just jam and smile and laugh and talk about the show the day before. It's really great. This is our first tour together, but it's really been a great one. It makes me look forward to the future.
You talk about fans that are kind of like, oh, there's a group. What's the response been like to people?
They've actually been really accepting, and it's been great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been great. I was a little nervous, being an acoustic singer songwriter, people are usually pretty opposed to more people jumping into the picture, but I think they've been super accepting, and I feel like the guys have added a lot more to the music that I can't add. I'm kind of limited in certain parts of the music aspect, but they've added a lot. It's awesome.
Because definitely the dynamic is important, especially if as a person who's writing, you obviously want to continue and do different things and understand different contexts to which to frame your work in. Speaking of your work, finally, the summer EP is coming out soon. Yeah,
in June.
Really soon, and that you did that with Mr. Forrest Klein.
Yeah,
from Hello Goodbye. Mm-hmm. Was there something tricky that he did to you in the studio to maybe get a better performance out of you? Did he show up in his studio with 2 strippers and a gun he bought from Phil Spector or something like that?
How'd you hear about that? No, I'm just kidding.
The internet, dude. Come on.
Not really. I mean, it was out in his garage, and we just hung out pretty much, made little soda drinks and just kind of went to town. It was just me and him in the studio. We'd just spend all day in there and just jamming and adding new little parts and just pretty much just hanging out. And he lives in California, so it was just beautiful. And I'd walk down on the beach every night and just kind of relax and call back home to my family and friends and stuff. So I mean, it was super great.
So the process was, how long was the process? How long were you there?
It was about 3 weeks.
Okay. How many songs did you do?
Well, we did 9, but we are only putting 5? I can't even remember. 5 on the EP?
I heard a rumor, and it can't be trusted, so I'm just going to go right to the source,